There are two things I want to show you in this video. One is stops and stories along the way driving across Vancouver Island, and two, teaching my dog how to be a confident swimmer. That's him.
I spent my childhood driving to Port Alberni to visit my Nana and Gramps, not realizing how iconic this drive was. It's such a unique, special drive.
Basically, I grew up just thinking this was all normal.
And now the drive has become very nostalgic. I've even seen some big YouTubers drive through on their way to Tofino, and they have missed every stop along the way. There used to be an iconic gas station here. Why was it so iconic? Because of the ice cream. Allow me to explain. This always used to be the stop, either going to Cameron Lake or going to Port Alberni. It has been around for a very long time. This gas station used to be around when my grandpa would bring my dad here for ice cream all the time, and then my dad would bring me here for ice cream all the time. For whatever reason, the Whiskey Creek gas station ice cream stop was always very iconic. What happened to it, you ask? Why is it not there anymore? Well, let me tell you. And van lifers, listen up. A couple years ago, there was an old camper van that something inside had lit on fire. This camper van driver decided to pull up into the gas station to see if they had a fire extinguisher to put out their fire. Needless to say, the whole entire gas station lit on fire. There was a car and a truck there, people pumping fuel, and everybody ran. The truck had a dog, the person got the dog out, all staff got out of the store, everybody survived, but everybody did run. So let it be a note to yourself. So yeah, if you ever have a vehicle on fire, don't drive up to a gas station and ruin history. Cameron Lake is between Mount Arrowsmith and Mount Wesley. It was given its name in 1860. This is a very popular lake in the summertime, despite the water always being super cold. It's also home to a mysterious creature said to inhabit its depths named Cammy. There have been reports of a large, unidentified creature in the lake throughout the years, with major sightings in 2009 and again in 2016. This sparked interest in a group of BC scientists to go try and find this thing to see what it was, but they could never find it. One thing that was eventually found, though, was a plane crash with 4 people. 15 years later, the plane disappeared March 1st, 1968. Nobody ever knew what happened to them until 15 years later, the plane was found in Cameron Lake. And with my grandpa being in the search and rescue for over 40 years, he also found many people in that lake and mountains, dead and alive. Cathedral Grove is a rare and endangered remnant of a coastal Douglas fir ecosystem. In 1944, the ownership of these giant trees were very unwillingly given back to the province for the establishment of a park, saving them from being logged. By 1947, a park of 136 hectares was in place, preserving these irreplaceable trees for future generations.
The biggest tree here is 800 years old, measures 250 feet in height and 29 feet circumference. The enchanting trees have even served as backdrops for major Hollywood productions. Scenes were shot here for Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, and Jurassic World. I will forever be grateful for getting to share this moment with Zendog. Getting to wander through this ancient rainforest, you get the sense that these giant trees hold so much knowledge, and they bring such a peaceful and calm feeling. It was time to make the rest of the drive before it got too hot because I don't have any air conditioning and I didn't want Zendog to melt. So we made the rest of the drive through the forest and over what we call the hump. The hump is a small mountain you have to drive over to get down into the valley. On top of the hump, there is a small lake with camping if you want to check that out. When I got into town, I stopped by my aunt's house, we packed up all our beach stuff, and we headed to the lake. Sprout Lake, that is. One of Zendog's most favorite things to do is play in the water. He does not like swimming at all, but he loves playing in the edge of the water, and he likes what he calls hunting rocks, and gets them about 6 inches deep and brings them to shore. Zendog has started to develop some bad arthritis, so I'd really want him to spend some more time in the water this summer to help his hips. So that is my goal for the entire summer.
First attempt with the life jacket. He's never had a life jacket on before, so we're gonna give it a try. But here's the first try. Are you ready? We hate swimming, don't we? Okay, come on. Good boy, come on. Oh, this way. Oh boy. Good job, Zen. Yay! Oh, come here. Zen, not like...
Sprout Lake was home to the famous Martin water bomber airplanes. These large flying boats, originally built as military transports, were converted into water bombers to fight wildfires. They were retired in 2015, and in 2024, they took their final flight to North Saanich, which would remain their final home in a museum. It's also home to these really fun houseboats that I want to go on for my birthday next month. So many of my favorite childhood memories are at this lake, and I would love to get a Zodiac-style type boat again so I could go re-explore my favorite spots as a kid. This is hands down the best lake on the island.
What do you think, Zendog? I think Zendog's a bit of a tired pup after all this swimming. Well, that about sums up our last couple days. There are a couple more iconic stops along the way, or once you're in Port Alberni, there's so many things to do. One stop that you can do before Whiskey Creek is, of course, the Coombs Market with goats on the roof. I didn't stop there this time because the goats on the roof aren't there until May, so I just figured there was no point stopping there. But if you've never been there before, you definitely want to stop by Coombs Market with goats on the roof. I hope you all enjoyed some of those stories, and I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning of Zendog's journey with swimming and getting more confident with his life jacket. We were lucky enough to get a warm sunny day in April, so he does have the rest of the summer to get more confident. So we'll see how that goes. So I think Zendog's had enough for sure. He's right behind me. He says, no more, Mom. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready for my snack box. I think he's had a long couple days. He's getting older now. He's 10 years old, so I think he's told me he's had enough. I did end up getting my van back and it's better than ever, so I'm looking forward to packing it up and going on some adventures and sharing that with you guys, so stay tuned. In the next video, I will totally give you guys the full list of what got fixed with the van, so stay tuned for that. I'm excited to pack it up and go on some adventures, and I can't wait to show you guys where I'm gonna go. Well guys, as always, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.